man child, and I've been around comedians and I've seen comedians do gross stuff around there. It's not appropriate in my mind. It's one thing for friends to be doing this out and I'm not with each other outside of work. It's another when you're the boss.
Yeah, 100%, man. You can't. That's a damn good question. I wonder if we're going to turn the streams into something along those lines. The Exposed podcast. That's part of the reason why I was like, you know what? I got to get this. How long have I been saying? There's a piece of, it's not even wood, it's polymer here. That's like rock hard. And it's like, so the mic is anchored. Like, there's no fucking way that the mic is coming off this desk.
But they're trying to play it off like it's his comedian mentality. A different ex-staffer.
Yeah, keep your dick off my shoulder, please.
Said Crowder would
What's
often
up,
make
J-League
uncomfortable
Gamer? How are
comments
you?
during a men's-only Bible study he held in 2021.
Hey, here's my dick on your shoulder. Are you coming to Bible study? These fucking people, man. Jesus Christ.
When you're really showing your comedy chops.
Yeah, get those jokes up.
Yeah, nothing makes people laugh out loud more than putting your genitals on their shoulder.
The staffer said Crowder frequently remarked that, quote, men
I've had this mic for a very long time. It broke off the desk.
used to be more physically intimate with each other, and then, quote, would reference a passage from the Bible where Abraham's servant put his hand on Abraham's inner thigh to be closer to Abraham's descendants. Balls.
Watch your balls.
That being that your descendants will come from your genitalia and your semen and your testicles will...
Pretty hot homoerotic Bible section.
Now, look, I have obviously no problem with homoeroticism. I don't know that you should, be heteroerotic or homoerotic at work. Frankly, I don't think you should, particularly with your employees. But it's just fascinating to me that a guy who acknowledges that
who is painfully homophobic on his show, too.
Male sexual intimacy is in the Bible, would be so homophobic and transphobic as this guy. That to me seems a little bit hypocritical.
I mean,
that's I'm saying.
I'm not saying anything about Crowder specifically, but just to speak to general dynamics, sometimes people who have those feelings.
Rich, impromptu homoerotic humor. How about this? I'll fuck you in the ass. I'll set a low goal tonight to be up till midnight if we hit 150 in chat revenue by 8:45. We're at 96, 94 now. I don't think that's a high goal. I think that'd be 4-hour stream.
Things overcompensate in certain ways. That does not mean that Crowder is that person.
The crazy shit staying up till like 2 a.m. though.
I'm just saying generally that is sometimes something that is exist.
There, Jesse. There's a goal. I think was that yesterday? I'm getting my days confused. Where it was like no goal.
Inhibited by people who are a little bit.
That happens.
Positive.
That happens, yes. Of course. I mean,
I don't know if that was today or yesterday you said it, but yeah. Pin it. Yes, let me pin it. You said it today. I am contributing. Oh, Jesus Christ. That was easy. Midnight's perfect, too. See, I should start earlier. But see, if I start earlier than people... I don't know why, dude. The attendance is shit tonight. I don't know if YouTube didn't send out notifications. Maybe I should have restarted the stream. That's fixed it before. Usually this is how many people I hit within, like, 20 minutes at most. Whatever. Can't complain. Yeah, let me pin. You don't even need to pin it anything. Wait, dude, we're at 132, $18. I don't think we need to pin it. We're there.
In fact, in FUBAR, we had a whole chapter on gay Republicans, and it very often.
Well, dude, what about, like, I talk about that Austrian politician? I know it's a boring story I bring up all the time, but I'll bring it up again. He was super homophobic, wrote a whole bunch of legislation to hinder the freedoms of anyone that was LGBTQ, gay, whatever. And then he got caught during the COVID lockdown at a gay orgy and ran out of the place butt-ass naked, and he had to step down because it was like, dude, you based your entire career on being homophobic. And you were in a human centipede with a bunch of other dudes. You got to go. It's always the same. But my point being is, dude, with how homophobic he acts, and then he's putting his dick on people's shoulders and fucking whipping out his dick and sending pictures. Come on. To dudes, putting his hand during Bible study on a dude's inner thigh. What are you doing? You're gay. Just come out, hang out with Quantum, and fuck each other's asses.
I am thoroughly tickled.
God. Maybe we got to go back to Quantum's fucking. I need more of that insanity. It's just so entertaining. It should be more concerning than entertaining. What did I say, V or something like that?
Often, the most vociferous homophobes and
now I'm gonna
anti-gay.
masturbate.
Me too.
Dr. Sex E Coco donated $10. Hey yo, what's poppin' people? This is Sex E Coco,
Oh,
the
shit, you're
realest,
right.
most delicious presidentious on YouTube, except no motherfucking substitutions, dog, ya feel me? Rich, the American people deserve a PS triple video. I demand you release-alize it, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, dude. We were already talking about that. The only thing is, I know people are going to want to open it up, and I don't want it. He did so much custom shit to it, like really not like DK Oldies. He delidded the processors. He put fresh thermal paste on. He put a new power supply on. The only thing I know, people are like, Rich, why didn't you open it up? Like, because I don't know what he did, and I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he did something really specific in there that isn't just standard and I end up breaking something, I will cry because that is a nice PlayStation 3. Hi, Jesse.
Promoting legislation
Hi, Julie.
turned out to, maybe they didn't self-identify as gay, but they had relations with folks of the
So thank you, guys. I appreciate it. That's a 12 midnight is fine. Tomorrow, maybe I will stream tomorrow after. I'll film projects during the day.
same sex. The former employee received genitalia photos from Crowder.
Did I miss your super chat? Here's the last amount. Also, I think yes, I did miss your last super chat. I'm sorry. You think Jeremy is going to say anything about Crowder's current meltdown? Oh, wait, of course not. That would ruin the narrative. Yeah. Also, I just noticed I'm not a mod. No, you didn't mess up. I did a mod purge, and I've been checking it. Actually, I didn't check it last night. That would be a lie. But generally, I check it every night. If there's someone there that I'm like, I don't know you that well. But I haven't had to do that yet.
Shared a similar sentiment about working for the YouTube star. We've often debated this. It's like any abusive relationship. When it's good, it can be really fun. Most people enjoy.
I'm guessing you guys like that this mic is back. I mean, this held it down, man, but
And now I'm gonna masturbate.
probably.
Bravo _needs_ bacon donated $3. Rich, if you were forced to, would you rather have lunch with Quantum, Crowder, or Tommy Tallarico?
Tommy Tellerico. I'd have a lot of questions for him. A lot.
Enjoy the work itself. When it's bad, it's really bad. But over time, most become so numb to it, they don't see how messed up the place is until they get out. Apparently, back in December of 2020, Crowder was claiming that he was going to retire. He's been having a rough go of it.
Going to retire, but then he's pissed off that he didn't get enough from Daily Wire. Then
Well, yeah. So then they also say that he would hand out prescription drugs.
That's interesting.
Multiple former sources and a source close to Crowder claim the conservative firebrand would offer and ask staffers for prescription drugs like Klonopin, an anticonvulsant used to use seizures, and is also prescribed to treat anxiety. It's like a more
Interesting.
strong.
So that's the script that I have, Klonopin. If taken properly, it is. But I don't think if he was handing them out that they were taking them properly. It sounds like they were taking them recreationally, which is really fucking bad because if you get hardcore hooked on them, you're in a world of trouble. Ask Captain.
Breasts.
Because he was Xanax, but they're in the same family of benzodiazepines. How do I know all that? Well,
Stronger Xanax,
Yeah,
right?
I've heard of that.
An anticonvulsant used to treat
it's not a stronger Xanax. It is a long-lasting version of Xanax. It's slow release. Xanax is better if I saw that Jesse. Xanax is if you're like middle of a hardcore panic attack, and you pop a Xanax and it'll where it,
And now I'm
it's
gonna masturbate.
very similar. They're
Orange
both benzos.
underscore Yoshi donated $3. Travis is the Uncle Ruckus of a gay people with how little self-respect he has for himself.
Who, Crowder? Or who did you say? I'm sorry. Where did Streamlabs go? I had it open. What did I close it by accident? Probably. Travis from Side Scrollers. Well, dude, and what bothers me too is you know why they pick those guys. Like, oh, well, see, we could say homophobic and terrible things. Obviously, we have a gay guy here. So obviously we're not homophobic. That's what it is.
as well as cannabis gummies and opiates like Percocet. Mediate reviewed text exchanges between Crowder and.
Fun fact: mixing benzos and weed isn't necessarily dangerous. It's not actually.
And now I'm gonna masturbate.
Check with your doctor first. I'm not a doctor.
Dr. Sex E Coco donated $10.
Speaking of which,
I was on the planalization yesterday, first class. Cuss, you know how Coco is. And I let out the most impressive fart, but nobody could hear it over the enginalizations. The CDC recommends that when you want to show off a fart, don't do it on a flight.
what kind of odor was there? Did it have like that kind of like burnt potato chip smell, or was it more like a sulfurous fart smell?
Former employees confirming these claims.
I wonder if
But yeah, what a dangerous combo, again, talk to your doctor, is opiates and THC. Bad mix.
they'll address those.
Interesting. Well, there's some that are out of context, some that are fabrications, and some that are stretches of the truth.
Yeah.
There it is.
And now
I mean,
I'm
I
gonna
just hope
masturbate.
things.
Crowder's Forced Cream Pie donated $3.
Oh no!
It's me, the Jostler. They call me a pony on Twitter, but I find it hilarious the Project Q is gonna be built on an Android OS. If it gets hacked, people are gonna be downloading Game Pass on it, if it even sells. What a joke. Huge Sony L.
Yeah, I may have to talk about that tomorrow. That's actually newsworthy. I cannot believe what the fuck they're doing with that thing. I don't understand it. You have, even if you take away like the Steam Deck and all the ROG Ally and all that stuff, you have the Switch. Like, why would you want something that you have to stream from a console that you have to own the console? God, I don't understand, but I don't have to. I'm almost tempted, but they're just going to say the same thing. What was the other shit that I had loaded up? But we already watched that so many times. Bill Cosby.
An all-around good guy.
He didn't want to fit in. He wanted to stand out, and he spent. William Henry Cosby Jr. was born July 12, 1937.
Oh, it's
in
not. It's a
Philadelphia,
perfect time.
Pennsylvania. He was one of 4 sons, and he was a natural-born entertainer. According to his friends and family, Bill was the kind of person who loved the spotlight and being in control. It was vitally important to Bill that he be the center of attention, that people looked at him as a great leader
That
and
didn't
an
change,
all-around
did you?
good guy. He didn't want to fit in. He wanted to stand out, and he spent the majority of his life trying to do so. Every inch.
Yo, I can't believe that he got out. Wasn't it like a legal technicality too? Maybe we'll do this for like another crime night. But yeah, nah, too dark. I don't feel like any dark shit. I do feel like doing this though.
Part was.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. Snort, snort.
I just, again, dude, imagine I did what Bill Cosby did. He's another perfect example, too, because he's black, so you can't. Do you think they'd find some technicality to get me out in prison? Come on. Come on. Privilege, man. There's different rules for different classes.
Snort, tell you, drip, snort, snort. I got the drip.
All right. The late night stream last night, I am not ashamed to admit, was sort of a disaster. And allow me to explain why the late night Friday night
Explain it to me, Phil. I'm all ears.
fight stream was a disaster. It's because a week ago, I played with Luke for the very first time on Friday, and I played him all day long, 5 hours.
And now
I
I'm
was
gonna
just basically
masturbate.
learning him, and then I went.
Dr. Sex E Coco donated $10. I swear to God this is true. I am browsing the Steam Workshop for Halo MCC mods, and someone actually made a mod that replaces the main menu videos with the video of Chris Chan's father telling him to cut it down. It's on the Steam Workshop. It's real.
You need to cut the internet down. You need to cut that down. Get those. They're going to take our house and condemn the house.
Into casual play, and into casual play for about an hour and a half, I was trying to learn his basic strategies and moves, and then I jumped into ranked, and when I went into ranked, I actually beat almost everyone. I think it was like 6 or 7 wins in my placement matches, and I ended up in Diamond to start with Luke. But the funny part was, unlike playing with Ryu a couple weeks prior, all right, when I actually got to the ranked matches with
Philip
Luke, I
Reynolds,
won
man.
more than I lost, and I was actually hanging in Diamond. Meaning, like, even though I didn't even know advanced combos or strategies with Luke, just basic knowledge of how to play Street Fighter was carrying me through Diamond, okay? So, that first session with Luke.
He doesn't snort as much as he used to. I've noticed that. At least from the clips that I see. Maybe he does. He used to do giant snorts.
Didn't go so bad. It was 16 wins and 11 losses. Then on my second stream, it was 23 wins and 29 losses. So admittedly more losses than wins, but it was because I had hit Diamond and I was adjusting to the character, but I was beating Diamond ranked players, all right? So
Oh, he's still. Do Mama, what are you stalking?
when I went back to use Luke last night, I made a big error. And here's the error that I made, all right? I didn't basically practice at all after only having
God, I missed having this mic in front of me. I don't know why. It's weird. Now I know it ain't going anywhere, too. It feels good.
used this character once ever, one day. That was it. If you take a look at my total matches with Luke,
Engage in horseplay. I feel like engaging in gameplay, but then I'd never want to leave.
I have currently 174. That's less than any other major character that I've tried to use.
When I get the game, because I'm going to add the gaming PC to my consoles under there, we'll do it. Because I'm going to have, I might as well, because I have the Razer PC that has a 3080 and a Core i9, which runs hot, but whatever. Nothing you can really do about it. I've even repasted it, and it runs within spec, but when you have something this thin, what was the 9900? I don't know. It's an 8-course